Alright, hello and welcome to the Game Fanatics podcast. My name is Ben, and today I'm joined by Breezy
Hello.
and Jeff.
Hello.
And today we have the very exciting task of going over expected awesome, amazing third-party things to see at E3. And as we learned from the previous episodes, pretty much everything is multi-plat now. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much. We struggled to find games for like Microsoft. Maybe we're just clueless, but and then we struggled on Sony, and then we kind of struggled for Nintendo too. But anyway, third party has a ton of cool stuff. Let's start out with something I don't know if you guys are interested in. I'm actually curious if you are. The Alien Isolation game.
Yeah, that looks so good.
I haven't seen it. I keep forgetting to like watch the trailer or whatever.
I saw a like an 8-minute video of a bunch of people, I think either from IGN or GameSpot, playing through the game, like I want to say first level or a test level or whatever, and it looks really good and really scary on something I'm probably not gonna play. I can't handle games when there's so much suspense like that, because the damn thing was like chasing them, then it hid somewhere.
Does it look like more like classic Resident Evil or like Dead Space?
Alien Isolation?
Yeah. Like, does it?
It was hardcore Dead Space, except the damn thing is there because they give you the device to like ping the aliens around, and like he stands upright and he kind of like stalks around, and you can hide in like what's it called, lockers from it. You can hide under tables from it, but it's just too much of a big fuck you to my nerve. I can't do that. No, because like at one point they hit like a vent thing to like go into another room, and the motherfucker just slams his head against the damn thing, and the thing cracks, and it's like, okay, all bets are off, I'm done. Like, that was just too much for me.
So is there no combat, or?
There's combat, but I think that's only until later on in the game when you actually get a gun of some sort. Early on, all you really have, from the video, is like the little thing to let you know he's there, and like a flashlight that has fucking bipolar disease or whatever.
The flashlight?
Yeah, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna shine now in this perfectly well lit room. Oh, now you're in a dark corner. Fuck working today. I'm checking out. I was like, no, your flashlight. I'll just put fresh batteries in, man.
I'm really tired of flashlights like flashing in video games because they hardly ever do that in real life.
Seriously, schizophrenic fucking flashlights.
Leave the flashlight alone.
No, it needs to work.
I'm scared.
Breezy, I don't think you understand mental illnesses that well.
Also, doesn't understand a flashlight is not alive.
Damn flashlights, man.
So you're interested in this though, right?
Yeah. I saw a gameplay demo from Game Informer, and I remember, you asked about what the mood is, Resident Evil or Dead Space. It's going for total, just original Ridley Scott Alien, and like it's. It point for point just like has the feel of the original movie. I think they brought back like as much of the orchestra from that film as they could, just to get that sense of just capturing the original film.
That's really cool, especially after the last Alien game. That was
And if I had to compare it to anything, Outlast would be the best comparison.
Yeah, that.
Which one was Outlast?
It was the one that came out not too long ago where you like you were stuck in wasn't it that like insane asylum?
Oh, Outlast.
Okay then.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, you're just like a journalist and you had a video camera or something. And you couldn't see the monster, but unless you looked through the video camera, I didn't play it, obviously.
That sounds scary. I don't want to play that.
Yeah.
It's very scary, and same concept applies. Fucking schizophrenic video camera.
I think these things. Oh, whatever, Breezy. It's gonna take too long to explain how it doesn't work. I think I actually have that game, but I haven't played it. It's in my Steam pile of games, so that's good. I'm glad the Alien fans are getting a decent Alien game, hopefully.
I just want to say, Steam pile probably means something very different to me than it does to you.
Yeah, maybe. Uh, so let's just move right on then. There's supposed to be 2 Assassin's Creed games coming out that are going to be there. And I do not like this 2 thing, because one's for current gen and one's for next gen. And that's just unnecessary and confusing, I think. And I think people are already complaining about having Assassin's Creed every year, and now they're going to have 2 in a year.
Ubisoft is trying to make Assassin's Creed print money.
Well, I mean, it does print money, but 2 games?
Well, I mean, if people are still buying them and the sales are steadily going up, I don't see why not to make 2 games. Are they 2 like full-blown standalone? Or are we talking like one mobile and then one?
Well, no, they're 2 standalone games. We don't really know a lot about it, but they're both. One's for 360 and PS3, and one's for PS4, Xbox One.
I wonder, is this something like they were working on a separate title during Black Flag but fell back in production, and so they're just releasing it to just release it alongside the other one, or is like the story transitions from both?
I don't know, because like the plot's all jacked up with the series anyway. Now there's gonna be 2 games, and it's a mess. But I do really like the series. So
it's definitely an unusual strategy. I'm wondering where they're going with that. Like how much we know about the 2 games, and like which one is going to be like Ubisoft's main focus. Probably the next gen one, I would think.
Yeah.
But, like
it's very weird. I don't understand it. Hopefully it all gets cleared up in their little press conference, because I demand answers.
We demand answers.
You're gonna be at E3, like holding your notes above your head, shouting at the
I need
the
answers.
presenter.
Man, fuck that. Bum rush the stage.
What?
Yeah, that'll get me really far.
You might, if you're the first person to do it.
I'm good.
You're gonna be shaking down Joel McHale and Aisha Tyler for Assassin's Creed details.
He's gonna be like fucking Batman. Tell me.
Be like, they canceled Community, Jeff. Like, what? This is Ubisoft. Get out of here. Yeah. All right. Fine. Anyway, Jeff, I know you're excited for the new Batman game.
What a natural segue that Breezy provided, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, the Batman interrogation joke.
Oh,
Skills.
I wasn't paying attention. I know. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Yeah,
Batman.
Batman Arkham Knight is the game that's going to make me buy a next-gen console or current-gen console before I was ready to.
Which one?
That's a good... I'm thinking about PlayStation 4 so I can use Remote Play on my Vita because I'm the big Vita guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Vita all the way. Yeah, so that'll be good. And it's more Batman. And it's Rocksteady Batman.
Absolutely. They put out a gameplay trailer, I think, recently. It showed, the Batmobile, like you're climbing on walls, like, not like Batman Forever climbing on walls, but, like barreling down a sewer tunnel, and you could, do like the Sonic 2, spin around a ramp thing. I couldn't think of analogies off the dome.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Batmobile is doing... Where are these ramps in Gotham? Like, skate parks?
It's like an underground tunnel, like sewer system sort of thing.
Okay.
It's for Riddler stuff, apparently. I'm just guessing. But the combat looks good. Graphically, it looks amazing. Like, I remember us, making fun of like just the game a little bit with some of the small graphical touches they were doing. But there was one part in the trailer where you could see the raindrops, going down Batman's cowl, and that little detail just blows me away.
Yeah, next gen.
Yeah. I'm going to lose probably 30 hours of my life to this game just geeking out at little details there.
Oh, good. I still haven't played Arkham City. I played a little bit, but that's in my Steam pile as well.
I'm going through it for probably the 7th or 8th time.
Geez.
But yeah, like New Game Plus is a lot of fun.
You should just play it for me. Because I'm not going to get to it for a while. Alright, well, let's actually get through a couple of these that we're not going to talk about very much. So there's going to be a new Battlefield. What's it called? It was just revealed.
Oh yeah, it was
Battlefield, like
Hardpoint or something.
Yeah, it was a weird subtitle.
It's being developed by Visceral, right?
Yeah. Hardline.
Battlefield
Battlefield Hardline. which I don't know. They still haven't fixed Battlefield 4 according to people, so
Yeah, servers are still fucked up.
we'll see how that goes. There's also the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Terrible subtitle.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have advanced. What was the other one? Modern Warfare. Advanced Warfare. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the title, but I am a fan of Kevin Spacey and
Oh.
Sledgehammer Games. It's some visceral games, veterans. Like Glenn Schofield, who was the director for Dead Space 1, I think, was one of the founders of Sledgehammer Games. And they helped with Modern Warfare 3, which has some really great atmospheric moments. And of course, it's Kevin Spacey. That's going to be just for his performance. I think I'm going to play through the campaign.
Nope.
Really?
Checking out. Well, not that I don't like him. I just don't care. Like, I haven't watched House of Cards. I couldn't name another thing he's in. I mean, I'm sure if you told me.
Jurassic Park or something.
Oh, well,
Wait, no, he's in that movie with Samuel Jackson when they were.
Because he's not in any movies.
Yeah.
No, he was some like detective guy when they were framing him. Samuel, he was like the what's it called? The negotiator. That's not the name of the movie, but that's who he was when Samuel was taking people hostage.
No idea what you're talking about. So.
Well, fuck it. There you go.
Yeah.
Nope.
IMDb, people.
IMDb, I'd be like, I've seen 2 of these movies.
I can't think of any of the usual suspects, Ben.
Nope.
Yeah, I think Breezy and I could come up with at least 7 movies that he's been in. What's a way I can work in a Superman Returns pun? Because I'm running out of Kevin Spacey jabs.
Jabs.
Yeah, references, whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at his thing. Oh, I've seen Moon. Who is he in Moon? Oh, he's a voice. Well, fuck, come on. Give me a break here.
So you technically haven't seen him in Moon.
No, I haven't, apparently. Apparently not. I'm looking through this list. I have seen none of these things.
Okay.
Oh, Bug's Life. Oh, guess who he is in that? A voice.
Oh, that's right. Was he like Hopper?
Oh, yeah, Hopper. Which one's Hopper?
Okay.
The main guy?
Yeah, I think he was the main bad guy. This is turning into the movie podcast again.
I know I'm gonna cut some of this out, but I really am. Yep, I've seen nothing he's physically been in. Only cartoon voices. So apparently I have reason to not care because I'm a clueless idiot. Let's just move right on. So, Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Are we excited for the pre-sequel?
So, I've been playing Borderlands 2 on Vita lately, and that game's a lot of fun, and I would be interested in just more, shooting and looting. That's what they call it. That's the Gearbox marketing term for it.
Thank you. Yeah, Borderlands 2 is good, so I'm sure this will be good. I just would rather it see, as been brought up before, I'd rather see a next-gen Borderlands.
Right.
I don't know. This feels like it's just... This feels like the Bioshock 2 of the series.
Yeah, just putting in a different developer for, just I guess, a title to get people by for the next, while they wait for the next Borderlands, sort of like what Arkham Origins
Exactly.
was.
It's Arkham Origins of that series. Yeah. Meh. I'm sure it'll be good though.
Yeah. From what I've read, IGN's been running some previews lately. The pre-sequel, the people behind it seem really passionate about the franchise and want to make a good game. It's not just throwing money at a team and saying make this so you guys can have some profits.
You have to do this for me.
Right. That's like just do what they did with Borderlands and you'll make money. Like Gearbox isn't just doing that. These people really want to make a good Borderlands game that expands the universe and fleshes out some characters more.
Yeah.
But it's going to be on last gen because they already have the resources and things to do that. And
it's so weird though. Like you're making it for PC. The PS4 and Xbox One is like so close to a PC. I don't really understand. Like I'm sure it'd take a small team like a couple of weeks, right? Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't see how it would take, especially when you see all these games coming out for all 4. It can't be that much of a thing.
Yeah. I wonder how much experience this this team has with last gen opposed to current gen stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out for like PS4 and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a later port. That's possible.
I would, yeah. You know what? I can see that now coming out in March, the next year. All right, so let's see. This is a big game. I don't know if anyone's excited, but Destiny.
Yeah,
Bungie's new Borderlands type game.
Damn, he said it before me.
Does it really? I haven't been.
I'm okay. Go ahead, Ben.
Okay, I haven't been watching too much about it. I've seen some of the stuff they did like a year ago now almost, and I'm sure it's gonna be good. But I just can't care because it's not on PC where I'd want to play it, and I don't want to play it on current gen. I'd rather play it on next gen, and I don't have a next gen system.
I think Destiny is gonna be sort of like that one game that was supposed to be tied with that TV show. Firefall, not Firefall.
Firefly?
Not Firefly.
No.
It was some other like sci-fi TV show.
Oh, shit. The MMO one?
Yeah.
What's the name of that show?
I don't know.
I bought the game.
Yeah, you did.
And I played it for like a couple weeks.
I know you did.
I liked it.
Defiance?
Yes.
Yeah, Defiance. I think it's gonna be kind of like Defiance, although
without the property.
Yeah, and it seems like it's gonna have like the Borderlands 2 style of weapons that you get upgrades from doing certain things. Just, I don't know. I think I want to wait and see how it really turns out before I really get all excited about it and get my panties in a knot, because it doesn't. Shut up.
Good plan.
It doesn't look like. I don't know. It looks like another stereotypical first-person shooter with Borderlands 2 stuff, but except there's gonna be planet hopping and some like PvP shit with multiple people. Like, and they haven't even really discussed, how big of a group of friends can you play with. Like, they've only been like, oh, you and 3 other friends or 4 other friends. Like, if it was something sort of like
this E3 show is where they really need to explain a lot of things about it.
I think you should have like at least 8 friends co-op in something like this. If it's going to be like they're trying to really do like this world building type thing instead of just like 3 or 4 people.
You think they could do that with a cross-gen game?
They probably could if they had. I mean, because the Microsoft servers they use for the Xbox One and Xbox 360 are identical, and the same thing with PC. And we've seen them do this with, for instance, games like Portal 2, where you've had PC players playing with PS3 players. So it's possible. It's just a situation of.
Yeah, but Destiny's not going to be. It's going to be all Xbox One players together, all 360 players together.
Actually, I think I have read that like there's going to be cross-gen players, but what I'm wondering, Breezy, is like a max of 4 players versus a max of 8 players has to be a very different difficulty balance. So I'm wondering, because they're developing cross-gen, are they just going to make it for a set number of players that and because they're tying it cross-gen multiplayer, that it has to be the same game.
I would have to say that it's probably going to be a set limit of 4 people co-op, and because the way they pitched it was this is this giant universe where it's like teams of people and they can randomly show up and come and like take on some giant thing that falls out the sky, like in Defiance, so and some other MMOs. So like I imagine that's the way it's going to be. Which may not be too bad if you could then like all travel as a group and like group yourselves in one big unit and everybody can kind of communicate like that. That would even work, but I don't think they're doing that. But I don't know. Like my excitement for it has really died down.
Mine's only increased because I haven't like watched it for months. So now it's coming out and it's found interesting. I saw like a screenshot, and all it was like, here's this cool gun. Press X to turn it into whatever and go back like to like reskin the weapon or like get a new weapon type. And I was like, cool, RPG elements. I'm back into Destiny. That was all it took, was like a little screenshot. That's perfect. I like this.
Well, the things I'm excited about are, it's a Bungie game. They've shown that they have a really good, like team of writers that can make a really rich sci-fi universe and tell a good story. Like, the original Halo is still, one of my favorite shooters out there. And that universe has a lot to do with it. And they are using the Borderlands formula as a base, and Borderlands is a lot of fun. and I'm interested to see just how they build on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they already got Peter Dinklage. I think they're already 1 point ahead. So,
Yeah, I know who he is.
you watch Game of Thrones.
Probably the only reason. I don't know. I don't know anybody anymore. Ugh. All right. Destiny looks good. Let's see. Next on my list here, very exciting list. Is anyone interested in Dragon Age Inquisition?
I have not played any of the Dragon Age games.
Neither.
BioWare's a good developer.
Yeah, I haven't played them either. I actually bought them the other day for like $8 for both of them. So I was like, sure, why not? That's in my Steam pile of shame too. There's a lot of games in that pile. I don't know. It looks good, but it's always been like I would rather play. I'd rather play Mass Effect from BioWare or whatever. I'd rather play like Dark Souls if I want something in that same like medieval-ish universe. I don't know. And it says Dragon Age. You don't even fight that many dragons. So, come on. Come on. Oh, we should have brought this up earlier. The Evil Within.
Oh yeah, is that Mikami's new game?
Yeah, Shinji Mikami, creator of Resident Evil. Looks like a return to horror. Really looking forward to that. I know there's been some previews, but I haven't watched them yet. I need to do that.
Yeah, I just read a preview from IGN lately, and it has that mechanic of you have to either shoot the enemy's heads off or burn them to or else they keep getting up.
Oh, awesome!
And that seems And I think later on you can get more ways to dispose of them, and there are also environmental traps. That sounds like a lot of fun. Like just it sounds like the team is trying to build like this horror sandbox.
That's really cool.
At least in the preview levels that IGN saw, it sounds like you're going to be a little more. You have to be a little more creative than Resident Evil 4. Point at the zombies and shoot.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a light above them. You can shoot it, and the fire falls down.
Yeah.
If it's half as good as Resident Evil 4, it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
So, fully prepared to buy that. That's my hype for that game.
Yeah, and let me backtrack a little bit. That's not to say Resident Evil 4 isn't creative, because there are so many different ways you can attack enemies in that game.
Oh yeah.
Well, like one of them's holding a stick of dynamite or holding a torch, and you can blow them up or set this guy on fire. Like there's a lot of really creative, fun stuff to do in Resident Evil 4, and this is just the next step from that.
And there's
what
also
I'm saying is you have to be more creative, and you can't just resort to pull out your SMG
It's not
and
Dead Space.
fire away.
And there's also, like, to add on to the Resident Evil 4 stuff and uniqueness of the combat and shooting people, like, you can shoot people in the shin and in the foot and they'll fall down and he'll uppercut them and suplex them and stuff. And, like, a lot of games, I feel, have went far away from that type of attention to detail. Especially when it comes to just horror. Like, even if you were to say, like, in a Call of Duty, you don't see that. If you go even further to say, like, even in like games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider, you don't really see that. They don't like hold like, oh, I got shot in the arm, hold the arm.
That's a really good point. I mean, that game came out 10 years ago.
Yeah, and it's weird that I don't know. I feel like in terms of game development, just looking at everything while I'm trying to design my own games, I've seen like instead of progression or regression. Like the graphics has gotten better, but what they're trying to do in the game hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like AI, I noticed this because I was actually playing back through Final Fantasy 12. Like the AI system in Final Fantasy 12, I feel is far more complex with your companions than any other game that has been out in a long time. Like you can specifically lay out strategies for them. And like you look at most of the RPG games now, okay, this person, you're like micromanaging all of them, and I know that is its own like system in itself, but it's like some of the stuff I feel could be automated. And just come on, you guys, you got to be more creative, not just make it look pretty.
I think that has to happen now, since the next gen or now current gen consoles are basically the power of a gaming PC that came out like last year. They're going to have to start doing something more advanced because it's already hit a wall. Like games are already, they're not in 1080p Crisis. They're in 30 frames per second, which I think is the bigger deal than the 1080. Because if they already can't run that a year into the life cycle, it's going to have to overcompensate in another area, and that should be game design, since it's not going to compete with PC. Like It's not. It is already lost against the PC. So sorry, Jeff. I'm mainly sorry to you.
Okay.
Anyway, Evil Within looks great. Another game that looks great that we've only seen the screenshot or what's it called? A cover for box art. Far Cry 4. That's gonna be fucking amazing. Sign me up. Day one. Let's do it. Right?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you.
I wanna go back and play Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon. That's one that I missed.
Oh, Far Cry 3 is so good.
Far Cry 3 is so good. Blood Dragon's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that the collection is out for PS3, I'm gonna go back and pick that up and play through them.
Definitely do that. That's probably one of my favorite games of the generation. Unbelievable. Best bow in a game, which is hard to do. There's so many bows. Best like hunting simulator. It's a great game. Great game.
Yeah, lately I've gotten more of a taste for that sort of open world sandbox, like I guess you could say, the Bethesda games or Borderlands, just that feel of a gigantic open world. And, Far Cry has more of a living ecosystem from what I've seen.
Oh, man. It does the best at that. Like, with the first time you're just fighting, like, you're shooting guys on the edge of a river or something, and all of a sudden, a crocodile just snaps you from behind, and you have no idea what's going on. Like, that's just some crazy shit that can happen in the game.
I'll tell you the most fucked up shit that happened. Jeez.
Quickly.
I'll tell you what happened. Like, the very first mission where you have to climb the, like, radio tower and turn on the radio?
Yeah.
I'm going up to the radio tower. I've killed a few things. I'm like, yeah, I got this. This isn't so bad. Fucking snake grabs me. I scream, drop the controller. It runs this guy off the cliff. He falls, drops. I have, like, almost no fucking life left at this point. So I begin my trek back up the fucking side of the mountain, only to have that fucking snake bite me and kill me right there in front of the fucking radio tower. And it's like the most fucked up shit ever. And then, like, later on in the game, when I finally get to, like, the Komodo dragons and the cassowaries and shit, the Komodo dragons, I watched them attack a group of guys at a base. I'm like, I'm fucking safe. They're way the fuck over there. All of a sudden, I hear hissing and growling and all this other shit. I turn around, next thing the fucking thing's lashed onto my ankle. I'm screaming and shooting and shit. And the fucking birds, fuck cassowaries, man. They just attack you for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that game's amazing. Animals are the best enemy. They're so devious.
Ben, don't edit a single word of that rant.
Okay, I won't. I never really do. Not his rants. They're so gold,
Yeah.
Here's something else for you, Breezy. Kingdom Hearts 3 could be there.
It better fucking be there, and it better not be on the fucking portable platform either.
Yeah, that would be a mistake.
How many years has it been? It's almost like 10 years.
What about Final Fantasy 15? That needs to be there too.
Oh, that better
It's not even on this list.
They have no... What?
I know, I think they just messed up.
I think they messed up. Whoever made the list messed up.
IGN.
Well, IGN, you done fucked up.
It's the wiki. They didn't make it.
Well, either way, like, Square Enix has no choice. They have no choice.
What else would they show?
Some shit that they're probably publishing or co-publishing in Japan.
Oh, they got that. What's that ghost game they got coming out?
The Division?
Soul
Sacrifice?
No. I know I almost said that, but no, it's the ghosty one, and you're like murdered at the beginning, and you turn into a ghost, and you're supposed to find your killer or
some dumb shit. That's basically what you're talking about.
Some dumb shit. Did you play that game? Dumb shit.
Anyway, we're talking about meat and potatoes here.
I agree. They need to show those two things. I will be on hand, Breezy, with all the information on those two games if they're there.
I think Final Fantasy 15 will probably be coming out next year.
Yeah.
As for Kingdom
is the game you're thinking of.
Yes, thank you.
Wait, isn't that the one where it's like all slow down time and... Or am I thinking of a different...
That's the one where you're a ghost.
Oh, so it's the same game, right?
I have no idea, Breezy.
Oh, fuck.
They had a little presentation for it at E3 last year, and I walked to buy it.
Well, that goes to show you how interesting it is.
It looks interesting, but I just don't care. Guess that means it's not interesting.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I guess when you compare it to like 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know. I really want to play 15. 15 is the one that's going to make me buy a platform.
Yes, I agree. Me too.
Because I am so over all of the rough and tough shoot 'em up action RPGs that we've been getting.
Well,
you know. I want to do with a sword twice his size, swinging that bitch around and shooting people with fire spells.
Sure. Okay.
Shit.
Yes, that needs to be there. Speaking of action RPGs, Breezy, there's Lords of the Fallen, which is supposed to be kind of like a Dark Souls thing-ish, but easier, which I think kind of ruins it. But that could be interesting. That's coming out for everything next gen-y. There's a Mad Max video game.
Mad Max, isn't that a movie?
Yep.
What was the movie about?
Mad Max.
Okay, why is he mad?
It was like a post-apocalyptic thing.
Yeah.
I think.
He's in the desert or something.
Yeah, like Mel Gibson was in it. It's a classic. I haven't seen it.
Mel who? Okay.
Mel Gibson.
Just kidding.
Mel Brooks.
Sorry, not to derail people in this right now, but am I the only person who thinks a Waterworld type game would be cool?
I am gonna ignore you. Next, there's the Metal Gear Solid could be there.
I doubt it.
I kind of doubt it too.
I doubt it. After all the bad
trailer there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
Trailer's
trailer.
fine.
Yeah, he did.
Trailer's fine, but I don't think he'll be there after all the fucking butthurt that was, what he released.
I think
Everyone's like,
people,
"Oh my God."
I think it sold okay.
They're all like, "That's too much fucking money, but it's so good."
Well, people are sick in your world.
They are. They're all like
Sick.
bitching and complaining it's too short, but it's like you still got 2-7 hours out of it for what, $20, $30?
That's a decent deal. Like,
It's to me, when I look at the indie games that come out, most indie games aren't longer than 3 or 4 hours, so that's it's a bit more than some of the indie
yeah.
games.
Well, you look at something like Gone Home, which I loved, but it's like $20 at full price, and it's 3 hours.
Exactly.
I mean, it was great, but I bought it on sale because I'm not a sucker. It is great, though. Mirror's Edge 2. Don't forget about it.
I looked into that one the other day. I am a big fan of the first one, even though it was super short and had some rough spots.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fresh take on just I'd never seen like a first-person parkour platformer type game.
Mm-hmm. And
It had a really great art style.
yes.
The gunplay was super unpolished. I remember that being a major complaint.
God awful.
Yeah.
I know. I keep
They were-
forgetting that they even announced this game.
I think it's going to be a prequel.
It was a prequel or a reboot. It was something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's gonna be good.
Yeah, as long as I'm running and jumping and don't have to do quick time events like in the first one.
Yeah.
There was that one scene where you had to avoid being thrown off a roof that I had to do over and over again.
Yeah, there were a couple problems like that. As long as there's no guns, make it a little more stealthy.
Yeah, stealth would be great. Or, yeah, a better stealth system, I guess.
Yeah, or just running around. The whole game was basically you're like being hunted, kind of. I'd rather there be some time in the game where I'm just exploring.
Yeah, definitely more of a sandbox where you can take different routes through. There's going to have to be linear areas.
Yeah.
But maybe give us some more routes to go through that.
Kind of like Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Also in the EA territory of games I forgot they announced, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, that's a big one for people. I know that people have been asking for new Battlefront for ages.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like one of the top selling Star Wars games out there.
And on next gen, it could be amazing.
Yeah, I really hope it is.
Amazing.
Amazeballs!
Exactly. Yeah, anyway, the final one that I have in my list, unless there's anything else you guys can think of, is The Witcher 3, which I want to see some more of. Because those Witcher games are amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited for Witcher 3. I was finally happy you get to ride a fucking horse or something there, because that was a lot of running in The Witcher 2.
Yeah.
Although I'm interested to see if they're going to make some improvements, because I did have some complaints about The Witcher 2, mainly being, well, I guess most RPGs do the thing where it's like you don't know if you're going to need this item later, so you just get a bunch of it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, are they going to do improvements and to certain things like that. The combat from the little featurette trailer, I'll say, looks nice. But I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it to come out on the PC so I can play it at max graphics.
Yeah, PC.
PC, the master race.
No. The superior console. The PC.
Exactly.
Available now. And forever.
People say my PC's not portable. Huh! They haven't seen my PC.
And everything's portable. Like, it's not a cement block. Like, you could just.
Like a few weeks ago, I designed like a mini PC to be a gaming machine that was like almost like the size of 2 GameCubes together.
Yeah, it can be done. Those mini cases. And
It's a bad little machine.
does it look like a GameCube? Does it have a handle?
No, I didn't put a handle
That's
on
the
it.
true side of portability, right?
Yeah.
I could have customized it and put a handle on it for the dude, but no. It's a little bad PC gaming machine. It's real good.
All right. Well, I think what we've learned in this last 40 minutes is that there are a lot of cool games coming out for pretty much every platform imaginable, except for the Wii U.
Yeah, we didn't even go over like Halo 5, the
Well, those are
Telltale
exclusives.
games.
Oh, that's right, the 2 Telltale games. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be there.
True.
I mean, maybe. But they got their hands full doing like Wolf Among Us and Walking Dead.
Right.
They need to relax a little. They don't need to have 7 games going on at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people
But
there, but
I love their games, Ben. I want to always be playing something from Telltale, as long as it's good.
that's fair.
Yeah.
As long as it's good. Until it sucks, then I'm out.
It seems like they're pretty comfortable with their release schedule, and they're confident in their abilities to keep putting these things out. That's the idea of episodic gaming, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. We'll see. We'll see. If it's there, I'll play the Game of Thrones one for sure. But I doubt it's gonna be there. The longest opening song. It's like 4 minutes long. So anyway, what I was getting to, there's a lot of third-party games coming out. Because it should be a very good year at E3. I don't know if it's that exciting. It seems like there's this many games every year, but this is the first big year for next gen, which is probably the most interesting thing to me and most of everyone else in the world, right? Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But if we forgot some games, let us know in the comments below. You can also reach out to us at podcast@thegamefanatics.com. Breezy's just gonna hum for no reason.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was in my own little world.
Uh-huh. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at TGF_KirbyLink, and I'm going to be tweeting during E3 random crap that goes on with pictures. I have a phone, so I'm going to take pictures. Why not? Breezy's not on Twitter because he doesn't like taking pictures. Jeff's on Twitter.
TGF_JSmith.
And that's it.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh, God.
Come on, Ben, let's build a snowman.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much.
It's getting cold outside, and I don't want to ride.